What is going on, Jet fans? Matt O'Leary back with another video. Robert Saleh spoke today to the press, so we have his press conference to react to, aka our Jets news dump of the day on Monday, November. What are we up to? The 13th. I almost said the 12th. I was wrong. The 12th was yesterday. 13th is today on this lovely Monday afternoon. Let's get it rocking and rolling. So the big storyline today, no changes. Both Zach Wilson will continue to be the starting quarterback, and Nathaniel Hackett will remain the play caller.
Now that you've slept on it, Robert, just a quick follow-up. Are you planning any changes here, whether it's to quarterback or the way that you guys are calling the game or anything like that?
No, we're talking. There's nothing with the quarterback, nothing with the play caller. We are going to, we're just looking at things with regards to schematically, the things that we can do differently. Trying to continue to find ways to feature more of the things that our guys are comfortable with. Obviously, game plan permitted. As far as game meetings go, meeting structure, practice habits, or practice plans and all that, just we're looking at everything, guys. But as far as personnel changes, we're looking at some things, some different personnel changes, which I'm going to keep here with me, but. We're looking across the board to see if we can find a way to generate some offense.
I can't say I'm really all that surprised by either one of those decisions. I don't have to agree with it, but I'm not surprised by it. Robert Saleh has been standing by Zach Wilson this entire time, whether it's from a higher power that this is coming from or his own volition, whatever. The case is he is sticking with Robert Saleh, and also he is sticking by Nathaniel Hackett. I think it would be more likely for the Jets to make a quarterback change than a offensive coordinator change. Not a coordinator change necessarily, but a play calling responsibilities is the better way of doing it. Todd Downing, who is on this staff, has also called plays, but the Jets don't feel like they are in a spot where they need to make a change. But he did mention some personnel changes, which should be interesting. I'm curious to see what changes the New York Jets decide to make there. I have a few ideas off the top of my head. Hopefully it's not, let's insert Randall Cobb back into the lineup. But I am hoping it's things like activating rookie running back Izzy Abanikanda. Last night was another really bad Michael Carter game. Drops are an issue. Was the ball maybe batted at the line of scrimmage? Could have been. Still has had a ton of problems. A penalty as well. He had a drop and a penalty. He has almost catastrophic plays almost weekly at this point. Same with CJ Uzomah. The two of them, Michael Carter and CJ Uzomah, have been notorious drive killers this year, whether it be a penalty, a drop, a mistake, something. Two big plays off the top of my head called back on a CJ Uzomah mistake. One, the end around to Garrett Wilson. Two, a Breece Hall touchdown run. Both of those wiped off the board because of penalties. So I would like Izzy Abanikanda to be active, make Michael Carter inactive. Jeremy Ruckert, I keep talking about it, but he needs to play over CJ Uzomah significantly more. I'm happy that Ruckert's opportunity has gotten a little bit higher in this year and then last year. His snap count rather is getting higher. His opportunities, he's getting more opportunities, but that needs to go up even more as Uzomah's role has to be diminished to very minimal usage for CJ Uzomah. And then I would imagine less Lazard, maybe more passes to Breece Hall. They did that 3 times. He was asked about it in the postgame, and he didn't really have a good answer. So that is something that I would imagine that they try to get the ball more to Breece Hall. But it's... They're shuffling around the deck chairs, and hopefully it makes a little bit of a difference. I'm not sold that this is going to be the thing that finally gets them over the edge, but who knows? Robert Saleh then had a quote saying, "It is hard to make changes just to make changes to pacify something." He said he thought Zach Wilson played well. I'll accept well. I don't know if you saw my tweet from today, but I've gotten the comments that he was balling out before the interception, which balling out I think is a big stretch, but mostly fine, pretty good, well, better than I thought. Things like that are all appropriate descriptions for Zach Wilson's game against the Raiders. Hard to make a change just to make a change. When you're that bad offensively, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result is kind of nuts, no? That's the thing that I don't understand, is you're going to continue to do the same thing over and over and over again and hope that something changes. For what? Why? Why would it possibly change? Just because you're hoping that it does? I don't think that's a good enough reason. And again, you don't have a ton of options, and partially that falls on, some blame goes to Joe Douglas and the GM as well. But play caller or quarterback is really the biggest change you can make. We'll see what they do with the personnel changes, though. Jets go up to Buffalo this week for week 11 of the NFL season. They are 4-5. They are attempting to get back to 5-5. That is going to be a very difficult task with how this offense is playing. The Buffalo Bills are playing tonight, though. So watch closely and root for the Denver Broncos. That's what you could do in this game. That's going to do it for me. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. I'm Matt O'Leary. I'll catch you next time.